Hey everyone, how are you? I hope you're having a great day. It is Wednesday, and you know that means it's what you want to know Wednesday. Okay, so I want to talk to you about mental health because I have a lot of friends who reach out to me, a lot of clients, a lot of friends, a lot of acquaintances. Like a lot of people reach out to me, and I think when you put yourself out there as someone who is helping people, people think that they can, reach out and ask you. So I'm always happy to be a resource for people. And I posted something on Instagram today about it. I think that personally, I think there's too much of a stigma with asking for help and admitting we have some mental health issues. Okay. I mean, depression, anxiety, stress, these are things that people are dealing with right now in your life. If it's not you, it's someone you know. Someone is dealing with anxiety, depression, stress. I know I deal with stress on the daily. So if you're dealing with any of those things, my question to you is, what are you doing about it? It's hard when you're depressed or you're anxious or you're stressed to take an action. I get that. I get it so much. And I'm so, so lucky that I have a coach and I have a husband and I have friends who will come to me and say, okay, so you're tired and you're not really working out and you're exhausted. Do you think maybe you're working too much? And they'll ask me in a nice and polite way, but they will ask me. And I'm very lucky that I have those people in my life. So my question to you is, how comfortable do you feel talking to a friend about whatever their mental health struggle is? And you know what? I'm going to keep saying the words mental health, okay? Because I feel like we don't talk about it. We think it's no big deal. We think also when we're thinking about it in relation to ourselves, we think it's okay. Like, oh, we're fine. We just need to buckle up or buck up or just kind of, smile and get through it. And there's help out there. So I want to just invite you to think about your mental health, the mental health of the people around you. If people had more self-esteem, got rid of this anxiety, didn't have depression standing in their way, imagine the things you could do in the world, right? And so we want to be there for people. People are always coming to me. And I've got a couple of friends who have really struggled with, not feeling like they're enough. They're working jobs where, they don't like them. It's drudgery. They can't even think about going there the next day. I've encouraged several people who I know to seek out professional help and follow through and take the pills that they're prescribing for you. So I have a very close friend who has started to take Prozac, and it's like night and day. This has changed this person's life and changed my life too, because now we can do things. Now we can have different conversations because it's not always kind of dependent on, are you having a good day or not? And so I just want to invite you to think about it and talk about it. And if you have a friend who's struggling, ask them about it. And don't think that if you ask someone, are you thinking of harming yourself, that you're going to encourage them to harm themselves. That's actually not true. And there's nothing wrong with giving someone the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline number as well, which I will add on to this. Unless someone has it right now and wants to do a comment on it, I'll comment and I'm going to pin it to the top of this, because I think it's really important to have that to give out to people. There are people walking around right now that you don't even know what they're going through. Everyone's fighting an invisible battle. And so just want to encourage people to talk about mental health a little bit more and not have a stigma about it. There's nothing wrong with talking about it. If you're not taking care of it, guess what? It's taking care of you. Personally, I've suffered with depression. I've suffered with stress. I am working so hard right now. I'll tell you about that in a second. And I have in the past, and I've told people this before, I'm a total open book, because anything I tell and share with people I know will help them, right? So I have had a past suicide attempt when I was 13, and I have no problem talking about this. Here's the thing. We think in the moment that everything is so terrible and so bad, and I can show you, and I can live this life to be like, hey, it gets better. I mean, my life is the best it has ever been right now. And I still have to take time for me. So talking about stress, right? So many of us deal with stress. I deal with stress. I have a digital course launch that's coming up, and damn it, I wanted this thing to go well. So I've spent so many hours researching it and then putting together the email list of, all the emails I'm going to send to the people in my email list about the course, and I'm just working my ass off, right? Okay. And then there's all the other stuff that I do. Okay, like I did an interview earlier for another course of a friend of mine. I have calls all the time with clients. I have coaching clients. I have meetings with my assistants. And so I have like lots of things that I'm working on, right? And I don't take any time for me. None. Yesterday, I did not leave the house and it was so nice out. So today, I'm not doing that. I have to take time for me. And so it's actually my husband's birthday. It's Josh's birthday. And we're going to go to a Nats game later. So that's going to be super fun. And I'm excited about that. But I'm literally exhausted. So, I need to find some downtime. I'm going to go outside and walk Murray. And I'm going to literally just have some downtime today because I worked yesterday. I got up at 7, sat at my desk. And it was 9:30 when Josh came home. And I'd been working that whole time. And the FedEx guy is here. And that's why Murray is barking. Right, Murs? Come here, buddy. Say hi to your friends. Say hi. Let me say hi to you guys. Hey, Reggie Sanders. How are you doing, Reggie? I want to know what you're up to these days. Please tell me. Joe Gill, my guy. There he is. Love you, Joe. Tell your wife I said hello. And is Rebecca still here? Rebecca says hello. Lots of anxiety, tension, and stress block us. Oh, let me tell you, Rebecca knows all about that. So tell us why we need to deal with this stuff. Tell us why we need to deal with this stuff, Rebecca, because, people don't get it sometimes. They just think, well, what does the world need me for? Yeah, the world needs what you've got, okay? The world needs what you've got. And Reggie, the world needs what you've got. Hey there, Robbie. Good to see you. Oh my gosh, Robbie's one of my favorite people in the world. I'm going to be in New York soon, Robbie, so maybe I can come see you. And hey there, Pete. Yeah, let me show you Murray, by the way. Come on, Murray, get over here. No, he doesn't want anything to do with me. Stress diminishes us and punishes us. So I need to be taking care of that because the world needs what I've got. You guys need what I've got. I can't give that to you. I can't give to my family, my friends, my husband, my dog. Well, I give to my dog, but can't do any of that if I don't take care of the stress. So, what do you do to take care of the stress? What do you do to take care of your mental health? Talk to me. I want to hear. Personally, every once in a while, my body says no. I can feel it now. There's an exhaustion, and my throat is a little scratchy because I talk too much. And I give too much. And so I need to take time. And that may look like for me lying down and watching some mindless show and having my dog next to me. That may look to me like constant like walks outside, like you're just taking Murray for a walk. I love getting outside and taking a walk with him. That makes me happy. So I need to do that more often. There's so many things that we do, and we're all just so darn busy. But I would really love to invite all of you to take time for yourself. So, hey there, Alice. Hey there, John. How are you? Good to see you here. And hi, Robert. You step away from what you're doing for a few minutes. Yeah, exactly. I step away all the time just to step back. I'm really not good at this. I'll be honest with you. It's my one huge flaw. That and no, that's about it. I think so. Yeah, I was going to say that and my love of ice cream, but I'm getting better at that. But my big flaw is working too damn much and not being present. So I'm going to work on that. And I do this all the time. I always say I'm going to stop. But again, I've got this course launch and it's coming out soon. And so, of course, I'm going to wait. I'm going to put this off until then, when what I really should do is not put this off. And so I'm going to invite you guys to keep me accountable here. How's that? Yeah, it's important stuff. So again, just to recap a little bit, I started this Facebook Live because I wanted to talk to you guys about mental health. Even the words mental health, it kind of feels like we're talking about something that is shameful, right? And it's not. Why is that shameful? Addiction, shameful. Drinking, shameful. Mental health, shameful. But if you get cancer, that's not shameful. What is that all about, right? How about any of these things, any of these afflictions that we struggle with? None of it's shameful. And we really need to be kinder to ourselves and the people around us. People can't just snap out of it. And when you're in it, you don't know. You can't pull yourself out of the hole sometimes. So that's why I'm inviting all of you to be there for someone, listen to them without judgment. I can't tell you how many people have come to me lately wanting to talk about these things, and really, I can hear it in their voice. They feel like they have nothing and no choice. Like that they don't think there's any hope to get out of this hole. And I'm telling you, there is. Because I've gotten out of it. I've suffered from depression. I've suffered from anxiety. I'm still suffering from stress right now, but I'm trying to work on it. And I've even, as I've told you in the past, not to hit anyone, up and be like, whoa, not to depress you, but I have had a suicide attempt when I was 13. I'm not 13 anymore. This has been a long time ago. But I tell you this to tell you that it gets better. And if I can get through this, anyone can get through this. So what do you do? If you're feeling like you want to harm yourself, then you call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. And so that number, they're someone there all the time for you. And they're there for you. Okay? Have that number if you have a friend who you think is thinking of harming themselves. If you have a friend who's depressed and you're not sure, ask them. It's okay to ask someone. I want to know how bad it is, but we don't want them to feel bad. We don't want to be uncomfortable. And it's going to be real damn uncomfortable if they take their life and you could have done something about it, right? So admitting the problem is the first step. Exactly, Debra. That's what my good friend John Farr says. And John is always such a good friend and always wonderful and just comes to all the Facebook Lives with good information. And he says right here he suffers from depression and anxiety. And one thing it helps is taking everything one day at a time. And if you go to a doctor who can prescribe you medication, that's something to consider. I'm not saying medication does it in all instances, but if there's something available to you that's going to get you out of what you're in, I think that you might want to consider it. I invite you to consider it. Okay? What can we do? We can make things a little bit less judgy, right? Judgy. There's a word for you. I mean, let's stop using the word crazy, right? I have talked to so many people who are suffering from PTSD or suicidal thoughts, depression, and they don't like the word crazy. So let's stop using it. And let's really be there for people and listen to them. If you're suffering from depression, you're suffering from anxiety, you're suffering from suicidal thoughts, I want you to know that it does get better. And it may not feel like that, but someone, one of your friends, reach out to them. Or if you're a friend, listen to someone who's in your life and really ask them how they're doing and listen to their answer. You could be that person that makes a difference for them. I can tell you firsthand that once you get through that stuff, like your life could be anything you want. Like, I'm a high school dropout, people, with a suicide attempt in her teens. Like, hello, look at my life right now. I mean, I've reached the heights of my career in news, and I left it to start my own company, which is fantastic. And I've got an amazing husband and dog. Dog does not want to be seen right now, but I'm going to take him for a walk. Like, you can hear that. I'm telling you, it does get better. Okay, let me see what I got here from you wonderful people commenting. I love it, I love it, I love it. I think it's important, though, to take the time for yourself. So how do we, if we don't suffer from depression and we have like maybe low-level anxiety or low-level stress, what do we do? You have to do things for yourself. Self-care is really important. And I have so many friends who work in news. These women and men are kicking it out there. They are just working so hard in crime scenes where terrible things have happened. And when do you take time for you? So I want to invite you to take time for you. That could look different for everyone. Meditating, that's something you could look into. Give yourself time to sleep. Dedicate time to sleep. It's really super important. Eating right. Like, I know we're running around out there, but if you don't feed this body that you have with good food, it ain't gonna work for you. So time to meal prep. I have it on my calendar for every Sunday. Meal prep time. And I'll go food shopping every Sunday, buy some food, make it, and have something. Now, I do run out, but if I didn't do that, I'd never have anything. Okay? Walking, working out, talking to friends, vegging, and watching a movie. Whatever it is for you, let me know. Give me a shout out here. Tell me what you do for self-care. I would love to have a bath, but we don't have a bathtub. So that's one thing I would love to do. And anytime I do get access to a bathtub, I'm in it. But I don't get to do that here. But I love candles, and I love having like lavender or eucalyptus. I love those smells here. And really, a walk with Murray does a world of good. He's available, by the way, for you. If you need him, he's here. Yeah. And John says that he does take medication. And thank you so much for just telling us that. Gosh, people don't want to tell anyone anything, right? And if we don't share, we don't get anywhere. So you take medication that does help, but it's not for everyone. Yeah, it takes time to figure out what is best. Exactly. Rebecca. By the way, Rebecca is super duper smart about this, and if you don't follow her, you should follow her or friend her now. Rebecca is the bomb. She knows this stuff. Oh my gosh, Kyle, setting boundaries is so important. That's another thing that I don't always do. I had 2 people reach out to me with mental health issues, and on one day last week, and I was like, okay, and I was really there for one person. When the next person came to me, I was like, I don't know if I have anything left for you. And it really did deplete me. But how do I leave you be? I mean, I struggled with that. To be honest with you. And in the end, I came through for that person as best I could, but it left me with nothing. No gas in my tank at all. So, yeah, that's really important. So I want to go back to what Rebecca is saying, what to do with killer stress. TRE, tension, stress, trauma release exercise. It's simple, unique, innovative, innate, natural, organic body wisdom. Yeah, so this is what Rebecca does. She teaches you how to get rid of that kind of stress. There is stress that is going to kill you. It really could. And she's a person, she's an energy healer, and she knows how to do this stuff. So here she says, I will teach you to release, Debra. Good luck with your course. Hope to sign up this winter, spring. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah. I have wonderful people in my life who show up to these Facebook Lives, and I'm always so, so happy to see you. And Rebecca is one of them. John, you're another one. Everyone who's on right now. I just love you guys. So let me just kind of recap a little bit, okay? If you're feeling stressed, what can you do to put into your calendar to make sure that you have time for self-care? It could be a bath. It could be candles. It could be meditation. It could be just chilling and watching The Housewives. It could be petting your dog. I do that all the time. It could be getting together with friends, or it could be doing nothing. Listening to an audiobook. When do you have time for that? You know that you put stuff in your calendar, or maybe you don't, but I do. I put a lot in my calendar. So why not put in time for you? That's what I want to invite you to do today. Take time for you. If you don't invest in you, you're not going to get anything out of it. Like, you're just going to be totally depleted, and the world does not get to see you shine. So what are you going to do today for self-care? I want everyone here to think about that. I really want to invite you to think about what you could do for self-care. And today, I'm going to finish my work. I'm going to be done with my Facebook Lives for the day. And I am going to sit on this couch with Murray, who let me get him for you, okay? And then we're going to watch TV. And I know it's like, kind of, okay, well, whatever. That's not that big a deal. But for me, someone who's working literally 14, 15 hours a day, that's a lot. Okay, everybody, you wanted him, so here he is. Here's little Murray. Hi, everyone. I was sleeping. Right, buddy? Boy, you really are a sleepy guy today. I'm sorry, but I have to laugh because his face is just so, not impressed with anything that we're doing here. Remember, we're talking about mental health. It's very important. Look how sleepy he is. Wow. You're just so blah today, buddy. Do you want me to, anyone you want to say hello to? We have people here. You got Christy here. She has a dog. You want to say hi to her? You want to say hi to John? Such a good boy. You want to say hi to Jen? Do you want to say hi to anybody? No? Okay, puppy boy. I love you. You want to go for a walk? Mary, do you want to go for a walk? You see that? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? I'm sorry, I just love this guy so much. Love this guy. This is my my stress release right here. Hi, Sarah. Oh my God, Sarah, I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. Is he just the best little baby ever? He is so sleepity. You want to go for a walk? You want to go for a walk? Do you want a treat? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just pimping out my dog right now because I just love him so much. He's just such a great boy. He really is. Okay, so to recap. Everyone, please take care of yourself. I really, really, really want to invite you to take care of yourself. There is no shame in the mental health game. If you got mental health issues, anything you're struggling with, something you need to talk about, whether even it's just like a little bit of depression, anxiety, stress, anything at all, I really want to invite you to talk about it and to go and seek help. The world needs what you've got, and if that's standing in your way, you don't have to feel like that. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying you take a pill and it's done, but I would love to invite you to do something. And if you feel you can't because you're just too low to get out, I get that. And just talk to a friend. And if you're a friend, hey, go and ask your friends how they're doing and really, really listen. It's so important. Okay, Murray, are we done? Are we done with the Facebook Live here, buddy? He's so, look at him. Look at him. He's like hanging here. Buddy, you want to go for a walk? Yeah? Okay, we can go for a walk. Murray, my best friend. Much to my husband's dismay. And it's his birthday today. Not Murray's, Josh's. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope that you all talk about this a little bit more. You all feel like, you know, you can be there for someone and that you feel that you're enough. Really, it's important to talk about this stuff. And I really thank you so much for this opportunity. Again, I posted on my Facebook, my Instagram about this, and people have been reaching out to me. So the conversation needed to be had. All right. Love you guys. Mwah. Ready, bud?